Whoa. Hello? I don't know if something's going on with my internet or Twitch. Am I back on? I don't know if I'm back on or not. Fuck was that?
Because this is no ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More!
O Wall Father.
Kim, I must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
I already have the paint. I just need to get a paintbrush from Cindy the Skull.
If you must.
Yeah, I can paint to fill out the time. Yeah, can I get like anyone tell me if I'm actually still alive like right now? Because I don't fucking know what's going on. It seems really fucky right now. Like it restarted my it reset my session timer and everything because it said I went offline. Am I coming through proper? I need to like go fucking call my service provider. Not that they're gonna fucking help me. They never do. Oh yeah, my upload speed isn't that bad. I don't know. Am I even being heard right now? Hey Cindy, give me a paintbrush.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Yes, I'm gonna need your paintbrush.
What for?
For art. It's for art.
Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
You'll see. You'll all see and tremble.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
Damn. That's a shame. I was just about to tell you about my amazing art intention. You know what?
Hello
3%
again,
chance it's
officers.
impossable.
Have you
I'm gonna
come
try
to
it.
admire my mural?
Can I raise my conceptualization with any clothing? I don't know if I have anything that would. Ah, I do! Okay, I do have some things that'll raise my conceptualization. I don't know if it'll help, though. That's literally the only thing. If it's still
Hello
3%,
again, officers.
yeah,
Have
fuck
you
it.
come
I'll try
to
it.
admire my mural?
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
Man, that's lame.
No, no, it's great.
Going to paint a self-portrait, but sort of, you know, from the inside to show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, piggo.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I won't actually do that. Please just give me some paint and brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portraits.
Yes! It worked out anyways. Thank you.
Sure, anytime. Us shit artists have to help one another. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway.
The right idea is not coming to her. It's excruciating. You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Paint and a brush. You're ready to do this.
Yeah! I'm an art cop. Let's do this. Let's make art.
The
Make some
paintbrush
fucking
in your
art.
hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
Ooh, okay. So that's what we got. We have fuck the police, mother of all walls, what shadow lies there beneath the bright gleam, draw a 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being, something beautiful is going to happen, no parking, or let the wall remain blank. Ooh. I like actually a lot of these. I like pretty much everything other than the no parking. Well, actually, you know, I even see the humor in no parking. Hmm. This is actually... This is rough. Okay. Where are they? Ah, damn it, I don't know where my dice are. That's okay. You know what? That's fine. I'm going to... Ah, there they are. Alright. Get a D6. I like all of these. I'm painting something, damn it. Let's see what we get. Just assign them each to the same... Oh, each to a number. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? We have... Mother of all walls. Let's go. That pose. That ain't bad.
You've spoken.
That
The
ain't
wall
half
will now
bad.
silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
Beautiful.
Very poetic. Real poetry. Should we return to our murder investigation? I hear there's a really bad one we are supposed to solve.
Some people just don't get it. Ah, God. Beautiful though, truly beautiful. Hey, you want your paintbrush back? I'm done with it.
Hello again, officers. Have you...
Nope. Okay, never mind. You don't want your paintbrush back. That is okay. I'm done with it. I'll just stuff it into my pocket. Let's see what else we can get into. What other trouble can we get into here? Map. What are my white checks? God damn, all these legendary fucking checks. Man from Hemdall series? Oh, that's in the bookstore. I remember that. Barred door. I don't remember the barred door. Okay, let's see what we got. I think that's actually like one somewhere in the apartment, like on one of these balconies. It's not in there. I know I've increased my physical instrument since trying it, so it is available for me to try again. It's on the other balcony. No, it wasn't up here. Damn it. I actually cannot remember where the barred door is. Oh well. Still have another hour and a half to kill. What else is on my list? I need to go back to the mural. I know that. I also found what looked like a bunker as well. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. But it's something I could potentially do. I also need to talk to the cryptozoologist's wife. Or check on the cryptozoologist. I think, yeah, he's in here, right? Yeah, the sound of running water. Someone's washing dishes.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. The door is...
Okay, never mind. I can't check in there. Fuck me, I guess. Oh, hey. Can I talk about my people?
Me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Yeah, I thought we could be people friends, but no. You just want to talk shit. And nobody in this place respects me. Not even like in an authority kind of deal. Like, they just straight up don't respect me whatsoever. Kind of mean. Hurts my feelings. Oh, Lena's not even actually in here.
You look like shit.
Thank you. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know, it's intentional. Now, I've had a rough couple of days.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, the last couple of days have been especially bad.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Oh, really? Drama. Cool shades. You wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
I'm gonna find out what's strange about this guy. 58%. I'll take it.
You know
Yeah.
what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
69. No, still the 41st.
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Gives you a long, meaningful look and adds.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. Blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. Yeah, so, what would our relationship be in this alternative universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Ah, yeah. Like partners in crime, or?
No, because in this thought experiment, we are police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Come on, stop it.
What else is in our imaginary, police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir.
That's the worst.
Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius.
Oh,
I mean, with your
I get it now.
unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash above the flat glass frames. They feel sad. You know who this guy is, Kim?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Okay, then see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him, like, if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit. Look, I just have to ask, like, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
Pinches the root of his nose.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Thank you, Esprit de Corps.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
No, I'm a bit of a cop myself. No, I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
That's a good question. Uh, I I bring word of the end to come. No, have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Sunglass wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you with sunglasses?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
'Cause he's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Look, okay, something is really bugging me. Like, are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
He looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Okay, fine. Goodbye. Man, that guy was kind of a prick. Wait, I can interact with the window?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Oh, I can. Okay.
There's
Oh,
a
what's
little
going on
slide
here?
panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring.
I'm gonna see if I can raise my perception. I think I have things that will. If there's something there, I'd love to see it. Is that really the only perception thing that I have? Oh, that will lower my perception. They have something else that actually lowers my perception. Because that's only raising it by 1. This lowers my perception.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling
58%.
height window.
I've got a good chance at that.
Hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Really, you've been here for ages. Okay, sure.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone
No.
hid the key in the bush and attached the yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone's hid a key in the bush.
Huh?
The big guy looks behind him. Can you let me slide by so I can grab that? Oh, grab the thing.
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Okay, well then, can you one of you get it for me?
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you, Theo. Finally.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, Theo.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Not fair enough. Does anyone happen to know why this key was hanging right outside the Union Box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Maybe it's somehow connected to Ruby getting to the roof.
Your secret root theory? You're grasping for straws, cop man. Why'd she put it back if it's hers? A little wisdom from old Titus. Not everything is connected to one thing. Keys just lie around. It's a messy world.
Yeah, but if I go back there and I try it on this fucking door, it's totally gonna work. Not a doubt in my mind.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs. The key fits the dimple lock.
Of
It
course
takes a
it
bit of effort
does.
to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Of course it does.
The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood.
I could finally go in. Oh, thank God. This pinball says, Franco, I don't know. The theme is horses and swords. Franco-Nigerian? Is that what it's supposed to be? White Deora. Note, NB, the spare key, is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Oh, there's a hidden cabinet back here.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats.
Ooh.
It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene. Any pinball scene, really.
Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
Oh, you've played it?
A little.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
Ooh.
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
I want to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Ooh, about this playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb.
A lot of
places
goats.
he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
Yeah, well, what's up with all the goats, though?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
All right, fine. Yeah, it's one real.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm. But pretty soon, you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
I just got an achievement called Gordy Ball is lit.
Go, go, finger boy.
Go, go, finger boy. Yeah, you got this, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
And what kind of guy was he then?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
Oh, so a racist mountaineer.
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
Yeah, that's not very cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man. But you seem to be having fun.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty good at this actually.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Yep, I'm going to concentrate. Let's do this.
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness. This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Yeah, let's do this. Show off.
You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I'm gonna play by my sense of smell.
You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
It can be done. It can be done, Kim.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
Now I'm gonna try. It's a very low chance, but there is a chance. Come on, reaction speed. Don't let me down. Damn it.
Now, if you can't even see it, the last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
Aw. Ah, but it can be done. Totally can be done.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Right? Like the white, Deora.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball?
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Who was Kim Kitsuragi? I don't know.
Strange
Apparently.
that he doesn't like pinball. Kim here is a Zeolite. His people are incredibly dexterous, and they all love pinball. Matter of fact.
Didn't you guys, like, invent pinball?
Us? Guys?
You know, Seal guys. Massive pinball people.
Seoul is an extremely protectionist isola, inaccessible to the rest of mankind. as it has been for over 1,000 years. I have no special knowledge of them, despite my heritage. But even I know that they don't play pinball. They have a rigid class society and a punitive justice system. We should continue with our exploration of this place. It doesn't matter.
Okay, you know, that's fine. Sorry.
Okay. I don't like pinball because I had to learn to play it for an undercover job at a pinball ring. And it's a lame, boring, and unchallenging game. There. We can move on now.
You still feel he's holding out on Seer-like pinball tricks, but fine. Explore on then.
Yeah, let's move on. Sorry that I brought it up, Kim.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Yeah, let's look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Okay.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Wonder what this elevator used to be used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. So the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
88. It was last maintained in the future? No, it was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
I can take that.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
What about these elevator controls?
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Of course it was.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
No wonder it wasn't maintained. Alright, let's go. Up. All windows taped shut with black plastic. Can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Ah, and a pinball maker's coat. Hell yeah. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the
Pretty
tools
sad.
on the shelf.
It looks like they gave up on fixing pinball machines.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
So it used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the Hearties bang away at it.
Okay.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Rolling in Rags was once East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
So do I.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Does this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
No, that's true.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer, it was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you backing me up on this. Thank you. All right. Well, let's look closer then.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
Print doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging.
The size looks about the same, actually. They are not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
That's true.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Oh, what do you think this all means, Kim?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, leading to the roof, from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer.
Well, let's see if we can find anything else then. There's a tiny hole in the wall. See a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I think I can see into her bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
What were these people doing in there? Oh. No.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there. Sensationally unnatural.
Alright, and this leads right back out to the top balcony.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
Alright. Hello!
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
Right? I agree. Sorry to bother you. I'm just gonna go back, and tell the others that I told them so. Just a little nice I told you so to the Hardy Boy. Oh, also, Gart, hey, buddy.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Yeah, I found something.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What have I told you? I got into the back room behind the blue steel door.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
You gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons. No, it's pinball machines. It's a pinball machine workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business related, about how much money he could make of one.
I feel a capitalist plot coming up. Think of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken.
Oh.
It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I do have to warn you. May have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B of the doomed commercial area.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
No, I never said that it was, the whirling that's on there, but it was once the stealth pinball arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time. Oh. No. I'd say that. No escape.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost.
You must really care about this place since you've worked here for so long.
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know?
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
So who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
And who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
What
Hail,
song?
Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
Very good pick. Oh, good luck to you with this place then.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Sorry to tell you this, but there's also people on the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room. Right next to, Clasier's bedroom. I found it when, I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? Yes.
Nope. That's it. I have a smoker to go meet. Because it is about that time. Hell yeah, though. I was right. I was right about it connecting. Hey, buddy. Oh, wait. Curtain shift just a little. Someone is watching from within.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
Yeah, the cleaning lady just let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
Because again, a nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Nods towards door 28. Very well then. I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Only you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
He says with another disarming smile, before slipping off into the night.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
Alright, you know what? Let's go, Kim. We have to interview the Sunday friend.
Right after you.
Quarterly Business Magazine. I'll be with you in just a second. The ashtray dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Party Dragon silk robe? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll take that. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year '01. Buckets of paint, a layer of old newspapers. Exquisite canopy bed, made of metal. Oh, and a conical hat under the bed. All right.
Officers of
Hey,
the
buddy.
Reversal Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removed his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé.
That's a lot of big words.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
No, we need to keep it straight. Hello, Mr. Villadruin. Let's get started.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week for me.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air comes in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
So you actually witnessed the lynching.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod.
He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this.
That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective.
Thank you, sir. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out?
Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And it was quiet. Quietest lynching I've ever heard of, let alone heard. But I suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well deserved.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez anyways?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat then?
Yes. As I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
And what is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
What do I call coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
Okay, well, I've heard about the Moral Intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Mind babies. Oh, so we're actually working for the Moral Intern. That doesn't seem so bad, right, Kim? All right, let's keep this civil.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intern.
Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Then are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
Damn, almost got him. All right.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
Yeah, Martinez, doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
We're trying. There's a lot of loaded answers here. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of the capital. Or it's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? This is basically just like the four ideologies. They have oh man. I want to say like this one would be the traditionalism. This is obviously moralism. This one is communism, which would probably make this one ultra-liberalism. I don't know. Like, honestly, all these seem loaded. I'm gonna unfortunately pick the boring answer. Is that what moralism is? Just none of the above?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yeah, it's usually the most boring one. Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics. You kind of feel that way with some of these answers, but no, it's usually the most boring one.
Not boring, my friend. Responsible. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
No. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Thanks, I got everything I need.
Officer.
Oh, what?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Wait, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
You know what? Fine, I'll ask some more.
Go ahead.
Let's look around.
It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
Fine, I'll exhaust your
there anything
dialogue a little
else?
bit. What if I told you there's a fugitive from the moral intern in Martinez?
A fugitive?
Hypothetically speaking, you might add.
Hypothetically speaking.
Well, I would say that is very bad indeed. Not super. What sort of a fugitive are we talking about here?
I think they may have broken into some places.
That could be quite bad, depending on what sort of place you're talking about.
I don't know. Maybe the international headquarters of a major corporation?
That is extremely serious. Corporate espionage may technically be legal in Revachol, but elsewhere it's a very high-level offense. It violates a number of international agreements, in particular the First La Charte Accord. This fugitive must be turned over to the ICP immediately. Have you apprehended them already?
A moment, if you don't mind, sir. You do realize what you're doing, don't you?
Oh, shit. Yeah, no.
Very real trouble. I won't tell you how to do your job, but remember, this is an RCM matter. Make sure you weigh your next words carefully.
He won't tell you how to do your job, but a good police officer knows when to listen to his partner. When you turn back, The man is looking at you, expectantly.
I of course meant that as a hypothetical. Like I don't actually know about any corporate espionage. I'm just, inquiring.
Ah, that's right. You did say this was all just a hypothetical scenario. Phew, for a moment there I was concerned that we had quite the situation on our hands.
A bullet deftly dodged, sire.
Now that that's settled, was there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Yeah, tell me more about your friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
I see. That's probably not going to happen. That's some serious delays. That doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between? Yeah, what is EPIS?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me,
So many successes.
the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Oh. And that next level is, what? What is that next level?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Yeah, sure. Is Revachol going to be part of it?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidates never become real members?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation.
And a lot of red tape.
But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend, too.
I mean, you still haven't told me who he even is.
Sorry. Who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which art?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
And what are you doing in his apartment by yourself then?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this?
We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active.
There's something else on my mind.
I'm all ears.
You're leaving.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
I don't like that guy. I really don't like that guy. But it's okay. I've got to go get my gun. About that time. Confront the pigs. Got a ways to go. No? Dribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl. Ah! A disco thing. Nice. Sorry to keep you out so late, Lieutenant, but this is very important business, and I would much rather have you here with me. Little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. If I remember correctly, it said it was by the markets, which are down this way. Oh. Hello, what the fuck are you?
Put your hands where I can see them.
Aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now. Show me your hands. Right now.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
What the fuck is going on?
Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Easy, ma'am. Let's take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress!
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, we just need to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower your weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get on the ground!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag! Cut the pavement! You're under arrest!
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband! Restricted access! 2 kilos missing! Eyewitness report compromised!
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
I'm a detective with the 41st precinct. This is my partner from the 57th.
No. Oh, no. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth. Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
I don't know. I think pulling out my badge will help. Yeah, we really are cops. Look, my badge.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Doesn't look good.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
But my hand-eye coordination is so bad. Oh, I'm gonna get myself shot. Fuck. Alright. Shit, 28%. Don't let me down.
Alright, this is how we do it.
What?
You fling the pry bar at her, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist.
I can't believe that worked!
No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all three barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun.
Huh? My God, I think you're right.
Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets. The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger.
This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
Gonna pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
That's weird. That was weird.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Very sorry this is how life turned out for you.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think is happening?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Yes, this is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio. Yeah, you're probably right, loneliness.
Yeah, looks like a bad case. But the question is what to do with her right now.
We just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Yeah, you know what? Titus actually sounds like he would be a good man for this.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
She mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
No.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
I think so.
The lieutenant nods.
Leave her be then. But I have my hat. Finally got my hat back. Alright. So. Now that's done. Oh, there was also this payphone. Never did end up calling anything.
The handset. There's a tone. The machine
Why
is
not?
operable.
10 cents.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
No, I have nothing.
Sure you do. No one has anything nowadays. You're either a salesman or a statistician of some kind. I am not interested in cooperating.
Yeah, no, I'm not a salesman. I was just calling a random number, and you somehow ran with it.
This is because we are bred to be leaders. I can hear the common or mixed background from your voice. I just so wanted it to be Pierre. Have a pleasant evening, prankster.
Disconnect tone.
Fair enough. Worth a try. There's a church. Oh, got a thought bubble. Kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere in the on the ice. It's just the ravers. I don't think I tried to actually open the bunker here. Double check. Building before you housed the engine. Must have been a big one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
I'm pretty
The
sure
door
it's
hasn't
literally
been
impossible.
opened
There's
in
no
a
way I'm
long
gonna
while.
get it, so I'm just
You
gonna
see a handle.
try.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Oh, the door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
I will not accept that. But
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Yep. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll accept it.
What else is there to do? Not accepting isn't gonna bring the fire brigade in.
He looks at the door with a rueful smile.
Relax, he thinks. There's no one in there. If we can't open it, neither can anyone else.
Fair enough. Let's see, I need to tell the Hardy Boys about this. Now I've gotten my gun back. I was needing to talk to them anyways, because, you know, I need to tell them that I told them so. And how else can I do that if I don't, you know, talk to them? Send them a postcard. Like, hey, guess what was behind that door? That's right. Footprints. But no. That crazy lady, that's their problem. Damn, they're already gone. Oh well. You know what? I'm just gonna rest, pick up the next day, and where that takes me. Thank you, Kim.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Not sure if that's a good thing for me.
Thoughts, baby.
Ah, there he is.
A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on ferrotape.
Spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
Rain, snow. I don't want to. Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harristar, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am the agent of the world. I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Making progress. Measured, steady progress. This is a political thing. The economic self-interest, that's ultra-liberalism. If I'm going to pursue either of them, I guess I'd rather pursue the moralist.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal.
Those are the ones that I
Harry.
have.
He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
That is creepy as hell. Feel a pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
And what is that, empathy?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Yeah, I thought that things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions?
I assume the most qualified and highly credentialed people were taking care of that stuff.
But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
Now, what am I supposed to do about it?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
Who bears the responsibility? Thought I was assigning responsibility, for the murder.
Please, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
All right, give it to me. I'll accept responsibility.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
I mean, do we Do we have time for all that?
There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of?
Sounds like way too much red tape. Who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll take the task.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
All right. Good morning, Kim. What's up? Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Why are you doing that? Is it the Smoky Man?
Hi, gendarme.
Hey! There he is again. Smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling rags. Hey, you're here!
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
I met your Sundre friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
Magically bureaucratic. I didn't like him as much as I like you. He's a government official. I don't trust governments. No, he's magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend then?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
Tell me about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
And what did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone or?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Oh, he had an earpiece.
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
This guy's muscular. Did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thank you for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
What are you doing here at the Whirling and Rags?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room is right upstairs.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me? Bye-bye, gendarme.
I don't think I can get my composure up high enough. That, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to, I don't have anything bringing my composure down. that's literally all that I have to bring up my composure.
Hi again, Gendarme.
And it gets up to 42. Not bad. What is it about the way he carries himself?
It's the
Damn.
sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
I got 4 skill points. Jesus Christ. I'll level up my composure, try it again.
Bye-bye, Gendarme. Hi again, Gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Ah, my character finally realized.
Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
Are you part of the homosexual underground? I forced my way into this. Fuck it.
The homosexual underground?
The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Okay, Yeah, sure, tell me more.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
Oh, what about Thursday night?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. Oh, but what? Why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Revachol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric.
That much fun should be illegal. I do like disco.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
Well, what if I can't remember whether I am or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
Circles his hands around you.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme erotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
How nice. I can now think about being homosexual. Apparently. Unfortunately, I'm still thinking about this fucking wasteland of reality. Some secret...
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah, yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this. I think she got some family in Kurong or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig.
Yeah, turns out she got a hold of my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun?
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
Yeah, what's her name? Like, her real name.
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne... Marianne LaPlante.
Anything else you wanted to know?
Who was she?
Was, like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then.
Well, how did she get like this?
Wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends? Think of that? More like who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat. Law enforcement is a respectable occupation, sir. I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
Whatever, Cole. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of our own.
Where'd you end up getting all of her cop gear anyway?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Thank you for helping out with this one, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Yeah, sure you are. You're doing a great job at, getting back to that beer. Real good. And check on the ice cream machine. It's been sitting for a while now.
This orange machine is dead still. It has
Damn it.
a hand crank. Turning the crank. Turning the crank.
I can't raise my physical instrument anymore, so I just cannot help with that. I can always try to get, talk to Asuna again. See if she might know. But I need to go back to the mural. I want to say that was over by the, whoa, hey guys, what are you doing?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man,
sure.
If we were certified skulls right now.
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Yeah, who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and on the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
And you think that they'll just, let you in?
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You guys happen to know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Yeah, it's returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
You kids are into modern dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points onto his temple. Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's a conflict all of a sudden.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
So boys, want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
Enough about the scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
And well, talking with you is a bit. It's definitely been something. I'm just gonna go. I got places to be. Where are those places? Yeah, fuck if I know. A mural and a church, mostly. Let's try the church first. I'm gonna see if I can actually talk the programmer lady into helping a little bit more with that. If she wants it that bad, at least. Same address, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident was looking for. Yeah, and I already found her. Hey, you.
Yes, what is it?
About the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
Why can't you go get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait, are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
If it does emit elemental evil. Yeah, no, they don't really like... They don't tend to like new, fancy things.
She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my range Civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
What is an off-site copy, and why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
He points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
And why is it still on site? That's a good question.
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored.
I don't know, it sounds like the backup was stored in a fucking ice cream machine.
We clear? Thanks.
Fine, you're not gonna help me. I can't open the machine. So... I guess that little plot point's probably never gonna get resolved. I think this was the mural that it was talking about over here. It felt electrical.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D.
I mean, I have some things that might be able to give me shivers. Think. That'll give me shivers. There you go. That'll give me shivers.
The once bright mural.
58. It's not bad.
Suddenly,
damn it.
All is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast.
I mean, she could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
I've got some extra skill points. A lot of extra skill points. I'll put a point into Shivers. Fuck it. Give it another go.
Bright mural towers above you, saying a breeze like a quiet sun going
Damn it.
to the children of the big sea.
Yes, I understand.
The wind rushes away, leaving you where you were, on the rotting boards of the felled building.
Officer, are you okay? It looked like we lost you for a second.
I need to talk to some kids in the village.
When you're ready.
Damn it. I want it. I want it now.
The once
Let me
bright
fucking
mural
succeed at
towers
something,
above you,
please.
Saying, suddenly,
Thank you.
There's a sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Well, there's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it? Enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But I'm going to assess the situation anyways.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
Yeah, 180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Come on. Where's your adventurous spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
I can... Oh yeah, I did see Tiago climbing. Okay. Well, let's get my saber fair up. Right now, it's -2. I've actually got a pretty good chance at this if I can get my saber fair up. Is there anything I can get? Alright. Here we are. Good old superstar sunglasses. That's all I got, but... what's bringing down my saber fair? My trousers. put on different pants then.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense.
Oh shit.
You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular normal things.
I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
That's true. That's exactly what
The
it does.
rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna do it.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat. Just stand there like a Sumerian master.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
I may not have teleported. But damn, was that cool. Right? Right? That was totally cool. Kim just doesn't want to admit it. The glass is covered with grime and dust. Barely see out. Oh, note here. Oh no, it's just a postcard. Should take out your flashlight. Right, I should actually. Thank you.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Alright, fine. I'll, pull back out the multi-tool. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeak by. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? The overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Hey, Kim.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while. The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How did you even get there?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
Oh. That makes sense. Now we know a quick way in and out.
Yes, we have an exit, so let's get going. Time to investigate these passages.
Old file folders in the cart. Documents silvery with mold. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Got a nice jacket. The beam of the flashlight. A crevice in the wall. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. These pots and plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. Same slit window you saw from the outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. Outside the window, the day is clear, and as mild as can be in early spring.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
I can't see the whirling in rags, Kim. That didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
We have, in fact, been thorough. Something in the air. Unnatural buzzing. Gonna collapse. You'll have to find another way around. Okay. So I go this way then. Ah, footprints. Getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Penny, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Pain, strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on, you really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
No money. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Oh shit, is that a person?
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
There's a shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
And cover my ears.
No, buddy, that's not going to happen. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw your equations, it's ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Gestures toward something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
And if I take another point of health damage, I'm fucked. I have no additional charges.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
You experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
What's this goddamn pail anyway?
The pail? It's the end of the world.
And how did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods toward her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. It's all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down if I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Jesus Christ. This would be horrifying to just be here on blast. Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
He regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Steps reluctantly out of the shadows. Pain lessens.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. The washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Prepared for a shootout? That's why you're hiding ammo?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Right. Isaiah was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
He just told me. Took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like, how the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wasn't it, you who called me the human can opener? Not personal. Open them up. I
did,
yeah,
didn't
fuck
I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
Well, I do it by asking questions. And I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
You say that Lily was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself.
No other questions
I'm
then.
listening.
You have an alibi for when Lily was shot.
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for. There was half an hour missing. You went out.
Like fuck I did. I was in all the time. I went for a leak. 10-15 minutes max.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There are some mysterious pinball machines. Pretty mysterious rooms in the whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
What about elevators? You like elevators?
The fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Not even quaint old rickety ones?
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
Look, okay, fine. There's a secret way from the ground floor of the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
Okay. You also have a gun, though.
And?
Where did you happen to get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I can't quite tell. What kind of gun is it?
A Noctway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
There's other evidence I wanted to talk about.
Evidence.
You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
Maybe twist the knife, just in case.
No, it didn't.
Make her more desperate.
I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
You had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Okay then, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
Who would have killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night then? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
She said you knew something was off immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah. In cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
That's bad that she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lily herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
You didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
So this is what she was scared to tell Titus. This cop.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
Ah, shit.
Your jaw.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad.
I'm gonna try to remain.
This is the end. Bad.
I'm gonna try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now.
Fuck!
We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM.
No. Hold on. Fuck, it auto-saved like half an hour ago. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna buy some health things. I'm gonna speedrun that.
Is this about the questions again?
No. Is that the drugs?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope.
Thank you. Fuck. I'm gonna like speedrun my way back there. I wanted to end after the conversation, but goddamn. Like no warning. It was just like, yep, you're in pain again. On my shivers thing, I don't think I had anything else with shivers. Oh, I had the tie.
The once bright mural towers above you, even though you're sure you succeeded. All is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reed.
How do we? She's and then... Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way. Sector by sector.
And if that fails?
Then if we...
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reed, the breeze. Go to the children of the the wind.
Officer, are you okay? It took like when you're ready.
And put another point in the shivers.
The once bright mural, suddenly
there we go.
In through.
Okay. Why? Right. How do we get... Perhaps you...
And put on different shoes and a different pair of pants.
These, your little more makes sense. rusty lamp.
Yeah, that doesn't...
The distance, in addition, not to mention, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Teleportation is not a thing. This really... Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
All you need to do is close your eye. Zoot, zap.
Oh my god.
Bam! You find yourself.
You know,
The wind.
never...
Alright. I got all the little bubbles. And like him in.
Two rusty metal plates that... The doors.
Huh. After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance and... Yes, we have an exit. So let's get going. Time to investigate these passages.
Jacket from the box.
Could this have... This does outside the...
It's a great place to hide, indeed.
Ugh.
You feel something.
No. Either way, no.
It's not a...
Pain threshold, maybe? I got that for pain threshold. There we go.
Suddenly,
I go,
the
wah!
is paralyzed.
I know you can't say it.
As she says the word officer, you feel... No, buddy. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
I'm using it.
The blasted from that...
Saw my equate. A pale signal
Gonna
of
go through this.
At the up.
She likes telling you about...
The pale? I built it myself.
That's illegal.
Oh yeah. Way no. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Yeah, let's...
So she thinks of you as hunters.
If you've got some... God damn it, fine.
Well, there's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages. And so you found my shack, huh? I'm not so nice.
As opposed...
I was.
That's her admitting the bullet...
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? Oh, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. Oh,
Hey, darling.
how the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Like what?
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't Yeah, sure.
I hate to be...
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys though. Yeah, and I'm sure can't do either without some power of mind over... Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain. Don't know it, but also...
Evaluating your competence as a...
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
And? The gun's trigger-happy What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? I knocked away Yeah, evidence. So...
Maybe twist the knife?
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking? Man, it...
She deliberately...
I got lucky being a dispatcher.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you... Yeah? Where?
Hey...
How should I... Who hasn't? He was still warm.
Have a Sunday night.
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerve. No, she asked...
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? Yeah,
She lied to you.
Yeah. As I keep...
Almost there.
She doesn't want to...
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you...
So this is what she was...
Yes. You.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the... It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Alright. Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
What's my name then? Tell me.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to la puta madre.
Don't let her scare you. She probably just made that name up on the spot. No, it can't be that. You're not Harry Dubois. Forget you heard any of this. There's no time to deal with this now.
Yeah, I've heard of La Puta Madre. He was dangerous, right?
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
I know I'm supposed to know all about this, but I've lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What do you do to this Madre, anyways?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened to them.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
Who's in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are. Literally. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Miller. We can either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
think I know them. They're in Martinez.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
You know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Communist hideout back there.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Voice trails off into white noise in your head. Feels like an aneurysm approaching.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Alright, destroy the machine.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
No, it doesn't need to be this way. Put the gun down.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe you can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She says, pulling the gun out of her mouth, eyes still fixed on you. She turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Well, we'll have to check it out another night. I think we're getting really close. I think we're getting very, very close. So that is going to be all for tonight. If you're still here, thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.